And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Dean Houghton Field in Poultney, Vermont at Poultney High School. As today, NYVT Media Sports brings you live coverage of high school football. Today, it's the Poultney Blue Devils on Senior Day hosting the Eagles of Mount Abraham in the regular season finale for both teams. Mount Abraham coming in with a record of 6-1. The Blue Devils looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-7. Today's game brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, sponsors of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Oakland Property Management of Granville, Skeen Valley Agency of Granville, Indulge Pizza of Granville, Lake Champlain Coal Company, sponsors of our Lake Champlain Coal Company Player of the Game, Ravina and Hoosick Valley Shop and Saves, also by A1 Sewer and Drain of Rutland, York Coachworks on Route 30 in Poultney, Michelle's Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets of Castleton, O'Shea Insurance Agency of Castleton. They are our sponsors for this afternoon's contest, and the Blue Devils of Poultney are going to get the ball first to start the contest here. And here is our opening kickoff. It's a low line drive kick. It's going to bounce off one of the Blue Devil up men. And that was Isaiah Kerber, number 60. And Kerber makes the wise play there and just decides to pounce on it. And it's going to be pretty good starting field position here for the Blue Devils, as they'll have first down and 10 at about the 24-yard line. Eric Kendall is the quarterback. He took over in the middle of the season this year, started out as a receiver. They'll send Mike Seelick, their number one receiver, to the left side. Thorin D. Domenico is here on the right side. Here's Kendall. Kendall will keep it on the ground on first down, and he'll hand it off to, I believe that's Kerber. It is Kerber. So Kerber's been a lineman all season, but playing some fullback here today, evidently, and he gets 3 yards on the first down play. It's going to be second down and 7. Football just across the 25 at about the 26-yard line. Two receivers go out to the left for the Blue Devils this time. Kendall's going to work out of the shotgun. He's got two running backs, as you can see there, back in the backfield with him. High snap, pulls it down, setting up the screen, and he wanted to go on the screen pass to Cole Lynch. Third down. But pressure by Mount Abraham did not allow that screen to develop. And it's going to be third down at about 7 coming up here for the Blue Devils. They're going to bring trips out here to the right side this time. Seelick, D. Domenico, and Keegan King. Lynch is in the backfield with Kendall, and a stoppage of play. And they send off D. Domenico. And they're going to re-huddle. Oliver Shanholzer comes out into the huddle. He'll replace D. Domenico as the center man on that trips formation. Cole Lynch is in the backfield behind Kendall. On 3rd and 7, Kendall takes a snap, has heavy pressure, goes back to pass, and coming on the blitz was number 32. That is Cole Gagnon. And that pressure by Gagnon forced Kendall to get rid of that football much sooner than he wanted to. It's going to be an incomplete pass. And it's going to be 4th down. Looks like the Blue Devils will punt it here. And dropping back for the Eagles will be Chase Wright. Wright will stand right about midfield. It's a good snap. Wright has room to make a return. 45-50 into Blue Devil territory. There's a flag down, 45-40. Brought down to the 39-yard line. On the tackle was Tucker Casey for 75. There's a flag on the play. But usually it's some kind of a hold or a block in the back on a punt return. It is going to be a block in the back. So that's going to cost yardage to the Eagles. About 8 ball, first down and 10. So they will drop back. On the other side of midfield, they haven't marked it off yet. They're going to put the ball down right about the 40-yard line, tip of the football right on the 40-yard line. 40-yard line. So the Eagles go on offense for the first time today. Coming out at quarterback for Mount Abraham is number 0. That's Clark Crary. He'll take the snap. He'll hand to the first man through. And breaking outside, breaking a tackle, going down the sideline is Mount Abraham's number 32. And he's finally knocked out of bounds. And that is Cole Gagnon. We're going to start it. We're getting out of 54 from the play. We're being first down and goal. So it's going to be first down and goal at the 6-yard line. So a big pickup on the play there. And it's going to be first down and goal at about the 7-yard line for the Eagles. Nice job of bobbing and weaving there by the running back. So first down and goal. And now they're in their fun front. Crary will work from the gun. He'll send a man in motion. He'll fake the handoff. He'll keep it himself. Cut it back inside. Looking to power his way in. It's going to be stacked up at about the 2-yard line. So nice run there by Crary. It's going to be second down and goal. Jaden Kelly on the tackle for Poultney. And it's going to be second down and goal. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left here for the Eagles. Crary is going to call the signals. Sends a man in motion. Takes a snap. Follows the lead blocker, and he's going to score. And it's a 1-yard touchdown run for the quarterback, Clark Crary. And it is 6-0 Mount Abraham. Good start, guys. Comes with 10:04 to go. In the first quarter. And they'll go for the extra point kick. And it is partially blocked. So it is no good. So that's going to keep our score at 6-0 Mount Abraham. And so right now, let's take a look at some of our sponsors helping to bring the game your way this afternoon. Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years, voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, sponsor of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Also by A1 Sewer and Drain, offering residential and commercial drain, sewer, and septic tank services, serving Rutland and surrounding counties since 1984. Whatever sewer or drain problem is happening in or on your property, they can fix it. A1 Sewer and Drain, 157 Quality Lane, Rutland, Vermont. So Cole Lynch and Mike Seelick will go back to return the kick. Doing the kicking for Mount Abe is number 20, Lincoln Painter. Here's the kick by Painter. It's a low line drive kick. It's going to be taken by Lynch. Lynch across the 25 to the 30. Powers his way to about the 32 or 33-yard line. So nice return there by Lynch. And Poultney goes on offense here. First down and 10. They'll put the ball down around the 33-yard line. 6-0 Mount Abraham. They got the 1-yard run by their quarterback, Clark Carey, set up by the long run by Cole Gagnon. It's first down and 10, Blue Devils. Kendall will work out of the shotgun. He has Kerber and Lynch in the backfield. He'll take the snap, handoff for Lynch. Lynch dancing around, looking for a hole. There was none there. First guy there was number 64, Isaac Wolnowitz, for Mount Abraham. No gain on the, actually a loss of yardage on the play. Loss of about 4. It's going to be second down and 14 coming up here for the Blue Devils. So nice job up front that time by Wolnowitz. Kendall gets the play from the sideline, back out into the huddle here on second long for the Blue Devils. DiDomenico goes out to the left side, Seelick to the right side. Keegan King is in the slot on the right. King's going to go in motion. Kendall takes the snap. Rolling, looking, throws underneath for Lynch. Gets a nice block there from Seelick. On his feet to the 40, near the 45-yard line and close to a first down. And it looks like it's going to be enough to move the chains. They needed about 14. They got 15. And a nice block there by Mike Seelick to spring Cole Lynch free. Trips now this time to the left side for the Blue Devils. Shanholzer is in the backfield with Kendall. On first and 10 from the Blue Devil 45. Here's the handoff. Shanholzer, and he is swallowed up. And that is number 72, Tyson Hollick. Tackled by number 72, Tyson Hollick. Big hit by Hollick. He's a big boy on that nose tackle on that 3-person front. And he just shed his blocker and got in the backfield and stuffed it. It's going to be a loss of 2. It's going to bring up second down and 12. 7:51 to go in the opening quarter. 6-0 Eagles. Poultney's going to send Trips to the left side. Shanholzer is in the backfield, the single setback, along with Kendall, who goes from the gun. Takes the snap, looks left, throws left for Seelick, and it's incomplete. And all over that play was number 15, Dakota Safford. Safford had that play read perfectly, and if Seelick had made the catch, he was about to get drilled by Safford. So it's going to be third down and 12 for Poultney. The third game of a big 3-game weekend here on MYVT Media Sports. We were in Fairhaven Thursday night, Granville last night, now here in Poultney today. It's been a busy but enjoyable weekend of high school football. Third down and 12. High snap. Kendall handles it nicely. Rolls out. Looks to throw it deep. Double coverage out there. It's going to be intercepted. And that is number 20 on the interception, Lincoln Painter. So Painter is going to give the ball right back to the Eagles. As it was double coverage there. Keegan King makes the tackle immediately on Painter, so he doesn't get any return, but it's going to be first down and 10 Eagles at their own 25-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left here for Mount Abraham. Crary is going to work from the shotgun. He'll send a man in motion. Take the snap, keep it on the ground. Very similar looking play to the play they used for the big run to start the game. And it's Gagnon on the carry. Braden Schreiber on the tackle for the Blue Devils. 3-yard pickup on the play by Gagnon. And it's going to be second down and 7. Once again, the spread formation here by the Eagles. Trips this time on the right side. Crary to pass, throws underneath, and it's complete. And it's going to be a first down up to the 40-yard line. Another pass is complete. Number 16. That's number 16, Levi Smith. The Eagles first down. And the tackle was made by Shanholzer. So it's first down and 10 for the Eagles at the 41-yard line, their own 41. They lead it 6-0. Crary calls the signals, takes a snap, hands to Gagnon once again. He's got the 45-50 into the open field, jumps over a would-be tackler, down the sideline, 20, 15, 10, and he's going to score. And he's going to go 59 yards for the touchdown. So the second big run, Gagnon's already up to about the 100-yard or at the 100-yard mark, and a couple of carries. 105. We get the stats here from Mount Abraham. So that's impressive to already be over the 100-yard mark in the first quarter. Painter for the extra point kick. The first one was blocked. This one's a low line drive, but it gets the job done. And with 6:20 to go in the opening quarter here in Poultney at Dean Houghton Memorial Field, our score, Mount Abraham 13 and Poultney nothing after that electrifying 59-yard touchdown run by Gagnon. Let's take a look at some of our sponsors for today's game, such as York Coachworks. It's unfortunate when accidents happen, but York Coachworks offers quality auto body and collision repairs for trucks, cars, boats, and RVs. They work for you with your insurance company. Quality service since 1978. 1075 Vermont Route 30, Poultney, Vermont. That's York Coachworks. Also by Michelle Sweet Creations, Bakery and Sweets, delicious sweet treats, cinnamon buns, cupcakes, cookies, pies, tarts, brownies, scones, Pop-Tarts, wedding cakes. Cakes and special orders, please order in advance. Michelle Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets, 596 Main Street, Castleton, Vermont. Here's Painter with the return kickoff. It's a little short squibber. Goes over the top of the head of Herbert. It's picking up by Seelick. Seelick evades one would-be tackler, but gets up to the 30-yard line. It was Kyle Clark, number 40, there on the tackle for the Eagles of Mount Abe. And it's going to be first down and 10 here for the Blue Devils at their own 30-yard line. 6:13 to go in the opening quarter. 13-0. Mount Abe, they've scored on both of their first possessions. A 1-yard run from Clark Crary, a 59-yard run from Cole Gagnon. Gagnon, 105 yards already here in this first quarter for the Eagles. Here's Kendall keeping it on the ground. Shanholzer. And nice run by Shanholzer. Picks up close to 5 yards. Picked up 4. Just shy of the 35-yard line. It's going to be second down and 6. So nice positive yardage run there by Shanholzer. Seelick, King come out to the right side. D. Domenico to the left. Shanholzer in the backfield with Kendall. Kendall takes the snap, has pressure, throws, and they won't get a grounding call there. Heavy pressure coming through was number 12, Chase Wright. And also number 50, Juan Dela Cruz. A little surprised there wasn't a intentional grounding call there. But nonetheless, it is third down and 6 coming up for the Blue Devils. D. Domenico goes out to the left side. King, Seelick on the right. Shotgun for Kendall. Takes a snap, rolling, looking, still rolling and looking, wants to go deep and overthrows the intended receiver out there, Keegan King. And it's going to be fourth down. Clock stop, 5:22 to go, opening quarter. Fourth down and 6. So you would expect the Blue Devils to punt the ball away here. Kendall's dropping back into punt formation. Going back for the Eagles is Wright. Wright will stand at about the 40-yard line. Here's Kendall with a very nice kick. It's going to drive right back. He signals for the fair catch. It's going to go over his head. It's going to take a Poultney bounce down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line where Cole Lynch will touch it up for the Blue Devils. A beautiful kick there by Eric Kendall. And the Eagles will start at their own 19-yard line. First 10 from their own 20-yard line. So a very nice kick by Kendall. They're going to put it right down on the 20. First down and 10 for the Eagles. Two receivers actually trips on the right side now. One receiver left. Gagnon in the backfield along with Crary. Crary out of the gun. Has backside pressure. Ball comes loose. And looks like Poultney may have gotten it. They did. Eric Kendall with the blind side hit. And on the fumble recovery, it was Gabe Casey, number 76. And what a big hit, blitzing all the way from the blind side of the quarterback. Kendall laid the lick on Prairie. Ball came loose and recovered by Poultney. So the Blue Devils now with good field position as they've got first down and goal at the 10-yard line. Big opportunity to get back in this ball game here for Poultney. And we have figured out now, Eric, that the siren we've been hearing is when Poultney makes a good play coming from the sound system. Last time we were here, we thought the town was on fire for 2 hours. Rolling down the line on the option. This is Kendall looking to turn the corner and going to be knocked out of bounds. Might have picked up a yard over there. Dakota Safford coming up there for Mount Abraham. Looks like no gain. It's going to be second goal from the 10. This was a golden opportunity for the Blue Devils here with 4:35 to go in the first quarter, down 12-0 to get in this ball game. Seelick and DiDomenico go to the left side. Cole Lynch is going to be in the backfield now along with Kerber. Kendall takes the snap, hands to Lynch. And they've got Lynch immediately. They're going to throw him down for a loss. And that's number 72, Tyson Hollick. And that's the second big play here in the first quarter that Hollick has had defensively. So loss of a yard on the play. It's going to be third down and goal. Blue Devils at the Mount Abraham 11-yard line. Eagles lead it by a score of 12-0 here first quarter. Our third game of a triple-header weekend here on Nivet Media Sports this weekend. Third down and goal from the 11. Two receivers left. DiDomenico and Seelick. Kendall back to pass. Rolls right, sets up a screen. Shanholzer gets a block by Kerber, but all over it is going to be Gagnon. Shanholzer staying down here. It's going to be fourth down and goal for Poultney. 3:15 to go in this opening quarter. So we'll see what kind of play the Blue Devils come up with here. on 4th and goal from about the 14 now after that big play by Gagnon. Gagnon effective on both sides of the ball here in this first quarter. Has 105 yards on the ground approximately. And Shanholzer is up, walking off for the most part under his own power. So that's great to see. So the Blue Devils will come out with 4th and goal from the 14 after that big sack by Kendall and the fumble recovery by Casey. So 4th down and goal for the Blue Devils. And confusion. And they're going to take a timeout, so we will take a timeout ourselves and let you know about some of our great sponsors who help bring the action your way on NYVT Media Sports, such as O'Shea Insurance Agency with sensible protection, affordable prices, home, auto, farm, and business, recreational life insurance, working for your best interests. O'Shea Insurance, 1387 Vermont Route 4A, West in Castleton, Vermont. Also by Ravina Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save, your hometown grocery stores, where community comes first. You can always count on Ravina Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save to support your community youth, both on and off the field. Stop in today and experience service with heart. Ravina Shop and Save of Ravina and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save of Scotticoke. So 4th and goal, Blue Devils. They trail 12-0, 3:03 to go in the first quarter, and trying to cash in on a Mount Abraham turnover. 4th down goal, as I said, and movement, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. False start against the Blue Devils. So now it's going to be 4th and goal from the 19. So they move the ball back to the 19-yard line. 4th and goal from the 19 for the Blue Devils. Here's Kendall. Throws toward the corner of the end zone. Up for grabs. It's for a Blue Devil touchdown. And it's Kendall to Keegan King. And what a great catch by Keegan King. It was up for grabs, jump ball situation, and Keegan just went up and took it away from the defender. Outstanding catch by Keegan King. And that cuts it now to 12-6. What a great catch, a perfect throw by Kendall, and just not to be denied was Keegan King. Trips on the right side. DiDomenico on the left. Kendall takes the snap, rolls right, looking, still looking, has pressure, and too deep. He's trying to get it to King in the back of the end zone. But nonetheless, the Blue Devils on the scoreboard. It was a 19-yard touchdown pass from Eric Kendall to Keegan King. And that cuts the lead now to 12-6, Mount Abraham. So let's take a look once again at some of our great sponsors who help to bring the action your way each and every weekend here on NYVT Media Sports, such as Hoagland Property Management of Granville, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, property transformations, and snow removal of Granville, New York. 518-222-0018. 518-222-0018. Hoagland Property Management of Granville. Also, Skeen Valley Insurance and Real Estate. with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs at 518-948-2928. 518-948-2928. Skeen Valley Group, Insurance and Real Estate of Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Taking back for the Blue Devils, number 8, Eric Kendall. So Kendall with the ball on the tee. Gagnon and number 0. Gagnon and Crary are back deep for the Eagles as the Blue Devils are back in this ball game at 12-6 here in the first quarter. Beautiful touchdown strike from Kendall to Keegan King. And line drive kick's going to be taken by Gagnon. He's having some trouble with it. Finally able to collect it. 25-30, 35-40, 45-50. Down the right sideline. He might go all the way. Right. And Kendall's back there, but he's not going to get him. He's going to go the distance. And that's a 75-yard kickoff return by number 34. A 75-yard kickoff return by Cole Gagnon. And the Eagles strike right back quickly. A 75-yard run by Gagnon. He already has over 100 yards rushing. Now he's going to add to his all-purpose yards. And the extra point kick here attempt by Painter, who's 1 for 2. And the kick is up. And it's wide to the left. That's the point. So they come up the field with 2:39 still to go in the first quarter. And after the kick return by Gagnon, after the Poultney score, it is now Mount Abraham 19, Poultney 6. And let's take a look at some more of our sponsors here for this afternoon's game, such as Indulge Pizza. Game day or any day, dinner is solved at Indulge Pizza of Granville, your place for pizza, wings, subs, salads, and so much more. Something for everyone. Dine in, take out, or get delivery with DoorDash. Call 518-345-5300. Open Thursday through Monday. Find them online or on Facebook for more details. That's Indulge Pizza of Granville. Also by Lake Champlain Coal, our sponsor of the Lake Champlain Coal Company Player of the Game, which we'll give out at the end of the game today. Your local fuel supplier, fuel oil, propane, kerosene at the pump, making warm friends for 5 generations. That's Lake Champlain Coal Company. Painter with the kick. It's a low bouncing kick. It's going to be taken by D. Domenico, who's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So the Blue Devils will go on offense 1st and 10 at their own 35. It's been a long first quarter, 2:36 to go in the quarter. We saw that last night at that Granville Whitehall versus Waterville Heat League game. It was a first quarter that dragged, it seemed like, last night. And then they went to running time halfway through the third quarter at the request of Waterville. You don't see that very often. As it was not a 30-point game. It was only a 2-score game at the time. They just had enough. First down 10. Blue Devils at their own 35. Shanholzer, big hole, has the 40. And nice effort to get up to about the 45-yard line. Kerber comes up there and helps push him forward. And a flag down behind the play. Right at the 30-yard line. Flag on the play. Personal foul on Mount Abraham. Personal foul call. That's going to be 15 yards. 15 yards to the play. On the end of the run. What about this around the neck? Our producer and cameraman Eric saying that I didn't see it. I was watching downfield, but he said he got right around the neck of the Poultney player. So into Mount Abe territory again come the Blue Devils. First down and 10 at the Eagle 40-yard line. Trying to once again go down and score and get back within a one score. Kendall, tough snap. Nice job by Kendall to handle that. And he's going to toss it downfield and the catch. Incomplete. And right there with the big hit was Ryan Wright. And there is going to be a flag. Bro. Hey, what? It's going to be another personal foul. I would say that's more like a targeting call. Hit on a defenseless receiver. That's going to be another 15 yards. So 30 yards of penalties here helping out the Blue Devils on this drive. First down at the 25-yard line now for Poultney. Still 2 minutes to go, minute 57, and which has been a very long first quarter. Kendall out of the shotgun. His team down 2 scores, trying to slice into the deficit. Ball comes loose, bounces back to Kendall, comes loose again, and Mount Abraham's got it. And it's Isaac Wolnowski, Wolnowitz, maybe. Wolnowitz. Isaac 64, Isaac Wolnowitz with the recovery. And it's going to be Mount Abe ball again after Poultney had a nice drive going, helped out by those 2 personal foul calls. They turn it over here, and the Eagles are going to take over at the 34-yard line of Mount Abe. Trips to the right side, a single receiver over here on the near side. Crary with Gagnon in the backfield. Takes a snap, hands to Gagnon, looks to go outside, has the 40, has the 45, 50, 40, and finally brought down at the 35-yard line by Shanholzer. Another big run by Gagnon. Tackled by number 11, Oliver Shanholzer. Shanholzer on the tackle there for Poultney. They'll put the ball down at the 31-yard line. 32-yard line. So first down and 10 for Mount Abraham. They lead it by a score of 19-6. They'll bring 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down and 10. They'll send a man in motion. Crary will fake the handoff. He's going to run it. He's got the 30, 25, 20, down the sideline, 10, toward the goal line, and touchdown, Abraham. It's a 32-yard touchdown run. 32-yard touchdown by Crary. Mount Abraham will extend the lead here with 1:08 to go before the end of the first quarter. So 32-yard run by Crary. And now they'll line up for the extra point attempt. They'll go for 2 this time. Crary with Gagnon in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Takes a snap. Crary runs it himself. And he's in for the conversion. And with 1:08 to go here in the opening quarter, Mount Abraham extends their lead. The Eagles now with a 27-6 lead here at Dean Houghton Field in Poultney. And let's go to our sponsors here once again. Beginning with Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture, our sponsors of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center, where we broadcast each and every time we go on the air with a sporting event here on MYVT Media Sports. Also, A1 Sewer and Drain, offering residential and commercial drains, sewer, and septic services, serving Rutland and surrounding counties since 1984. Whatever sewer or drain problem is happening in or on your property, they can fix it. A1 Sewer and Drain, 157 Quality Lane in Rutland, Vermont. So Painter has it on the tee. Cole Lynch and Mike Seelig go back deep for Poultney. And Painter's ready to send it back down to the Blue Devils. Here is the kick. It's a line drive. It'll be taken by Lynch. Lynch bobbles it, picks it up at the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and he's dragged down by the kicker, Lincoln Painter. Lynch for the Blue Devils. Not in the tackle made by number 15, Dakota Safford. So, Blue Devils first and 10 from the 26-yard line. Poultney will take over at the 26, first down and 10. Still a minute and 1 to go here in this opening quarter. 27-6 Mount Abraham. So the Blue Devils come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send out trips to the left side. DiDomenico here on the right side. Kendall out of the gun, takes a snap, hands off inside. Shanholzer, and a nice run there by Oliver Shanholzer. Spins his way across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Second down and 3. Nice run there by Shanholzer. He picked up 7. It'll be second down and 3 here for the Blue Devils. Shanholzer has been impressive the 3 games that we've seen him play here this year for the Blue Devils. Seelig's going to come out here to the right side. DiDomenico goes wide to the left. Shanholzer in the backfield with Kendall. Final seconds, probably the last play, barring a defensive penalty here of this quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground for Shanholzer. And he is stuffed. And it's big number 64 in there for the Eagles, Isaac Wolniewicz. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of play here at Dean Houghton Field in Poultney. Our score at the end of one quarter of play is Mount Abraham 27 and Poultney 6. Let's take a look at our sponsors here. Mr. Club Tables. This afternoon's contest here on MYVT Media Sports brought to you by Michelle's Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets. Delicious sweet treats. Cinnamon buns, cupcakes, cookies, pies and tarts, brownies, scones, Pop-Tarts, wedding cakes. Cakes and special orders, please order in advance. Michelle's Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets, 596 Main Street, Castleton, Vermont. Also by O'Shea Insurance Agency. Sensible protection, affordable prices, home, auto, farm, and business, recreational, and life insurance. Working for your best interests. O'Shea Insurance, 1387 Vermont Route 4A, West Castleton, Vermont. That's O'Shea Insurance. I'd like to thank our sponsors who help to bring high school football your way here in MYVT Media Sports. This week with 3 games on 3 nights. Fairhaven 2 nights ago. Granville last night. Granville Whitehall getting a big win as they defeated Waterville Keatley by a score of 40-12. And earned the 2nd seed in Class C East. And a home game next weekend against, I believe, Johnstown, the Sir Bills. defeating the Hudson Blue Hawks last night. So we get underway here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 6 for the Blue Devils. Kendall takes the snap. Back to pass, looks left, throws right. It's got a man wide open. It's Lynch. And Lynch has the first down up near the 40-yard line. Brought down on the play by Ryan Wright. A nice catch over there. Nice connection between Kendall and Lynch. Catch for number 84, Lucas Full is first down. Okay, evidently it wasn't Lynch. It was 84. I believe they said Lucas Cole is 84. We don't have an 84. Kendall's going to keep it on the ground. And Shanholzer on the carry. Shanholzer picks up 5 yards up to the 45-yard line, brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Blue Devils. So another nice run by Shanholzer. So the Blue Devils moving the ball pretty well here to start the second quarter. Seelick comes out to the left side, Domenico on the right side. Kendall out of the shotgun. King will come in motion. Heavy pressure and getting rid of it quickly. Here's Shanholzer. And Shanholzer up to midfield. Looks like he's got the first down. Kendall took a hard hit there from Chase Wright, who came on the blitz. But give a lot of credit to Kendall. He hung in there, and he made the pass and made it a completion. So midfield, first down for the Blue Devils. Down 27-6, but on the move here. As I said, nice job there by Kendall. He knew he was going to get whacked. He hung in there, made the pass, made the completion. Just a really well-done job. First down and 10, Blue Devils at midfield. Kendall takes a snap, hands off Shanholzer, and this is going to be stacked right up. And still trying to move the pile. Great second effort there by Poultney, not giving up on the play. And Shanholzer ends up picking up 2 yards when it looked like he wasn't going to get anything. So a very nice job staying with it by Poultney. The Blue Devils just continuing to work hard on that play. And they pick up 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Inside Mount Abraham territory at the 48-yard line. Domenico here on the left side. Now they're going to switch things around. A flag comes in. Delay a game on the Blue Devils. That's going to cost them 5. 2nd down and 13. It's going to move the ball back to the 47-yard line. Bring up a 2nd down and 13 here for Poultney. 9.5 minutes to go before halftime. They've got a stack here on the left, a single receiver over on the right side. Kendall with the snap, rolling, looking. Going to go deep down the sideline, and it looks like a lot of contact. That's going to be incomplete. Well, we know that Keegan King can haul those in. He has one for a touchdown. King, you got it. So it's going to be 3rd down and 13 here for the Blue Devils. As I said, we know that Keegan King can haul those in traffic as he caught a touchdown pass in the first quarter. doing just that, out battling a defender. 3rd and 13 for the Blue Devils at their own 47-yard line. Kendall takes the snap, back to pass, a little middle screen set up, and trying to get it to Seelick. It's incomplete. Well defended there by Mount Abraham. Number 15, Dakota Safford, with a good job defensively. The Blue Devils will look to punt it away here. Clock stop, 9:05 to go in the half. So Kendall will be the punter. Dropping back will be Chase Wright. Wright will stand at about the 20-yard line. Now, still backtracking, so a little bit further, down to about the 10 now. Kendall with the punt. Hits a pretty good one. Bounces at the 30. He's going to take a Poultney roll down inside the 20. Goes out of bounds down around the 15-yard line. Kendall's punt goes. And so that's where Mount Abraham goes on offense with 8:55 to go in the half. And they lead it by a score of 27-6. Yard line. There's a flag on the play. And also a flag down. Officials having the discussion right now at around midfield. And it's a face mask on the Blue Devils, and it's a 15-yard personal foul face mask. And so Mount Abraham had the choice. They chose to make the Blue Devils punt again. So that's going to push them back, and now Kendall will punt from back around the 25, and that's going to bring up Chase Wright to about his 20 or 25, and they're going to send Gagnon back for a second guy back now on this punt. So look to be clearly setting up for the return here, and not necessarily going after the punter with that extra man back. And if you're Poultney, you got to be maybe a little bit cognizant of the fact that they could try some kind of a reverse or something like that with 2 men back there. High snap, but easily handled by Kendall. Line drive kick. It's going to be taken by Wright at the 32. And stiff arms a man to the 35 down the sideline. Still on his feet. Cuts it back to the middle of the field where he's got a lot of space. He might go all the way. He's got 1 man to beat. Cuts it back, dives for the end zone, and there's a flag back. And I think they're going to get him for like a face mask or hands to the face. By number 12, Chase Wright. Then they flag on the play. As he got his hand in the face of DiDomenico there, if that's what they're going to call. It's way back at about the 39-yard line. He stiff-armed and looked like he got his hand in the face mask. Or it could be totally something else. We'll see. Officials are discussing it right now. So the touchdown will count. It's not what I thought it was. It is a unsportsmanlike conduct call after the play. So the touchdown will count. So they'll go now for the conversion. So dead ball foul after the touchdown. And the penalty, I assume, will be on the kickoff. Or is it going to be on the try? They're still putting it down where they, no, they're going to mark it off now. So I think that's what I heard Carlton Laird say there is on the try. So the penalty being marked off. 33-6, Mount Abe. After the big punt return, I've got it unofficially as 78 yards. They're going to kick this. They're going to put it down at the 25, so it's a 35-yard extra point kick for Painter. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, and it might be something that, you know, you're ahead 33-6, that they're saying, hey, down the road in the playoffs, we may need to kick a field goal at some point. Let's practice this, even though it's an extra point. Field goal distance, something to work on for Painter here. Out of the hold of Crary. So it's an extra point from 35 yards away. And it is good. So there you go. If they have to use that down the road in the playoffs, I'm sure that at least was part of the strategy. Let's see if we can kick one from there in case we need to in a closer game sometime down the stretch. So the extra point is good. And our score, Mount Abraham 34 and the Blue Devils 6. And let's take a look at our sponsors right now. Our game this afternoon brought to you by York Coachworks. It's unfortunate when accidents happen. York Coachworks offers quality auto body and collision repairs for trucks, cars, boats, and RVs. They work for you with your insurance company. Quality service since 1978. 1075 Vermont Route 30 in Poultney, Vermont. That's York Coachworks. Also by Michelle's Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets. Delicious sweet treats, cinnamon buns, cupcakes, cookies, pies and tarts, brownies, scones, Pop-Tarts, wedding cakes. Cakes and special orders, please order in advance. That's Michelle's Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets, 596 Main Street, Castleton. Makes you want to go out and eat after our advertisers get done between Michelle's Sweet Treats and Indulge Pizza and makes you hungry doing one of our games. So Painter, who just knocked in that extra point from 35 yards away with the kick, and it's going to be smothered by Poultney, by Tucker Casey. And Poultney goes on offense at the 31. 8:35 still to go here in the half. They're going to put it right on the 30. Kendall comes out with the play from the sideline. So the Blue Devils come up to the line of scrimmage, trying to get something going here in the second quarter. Two receivers left, two to the right. Kendall out of the shotgun with Cole Lynch in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands for Lynch. Lynch looking to get outside for some running room. Gets up close to the 40-yard line. Nice pickup by Lynch. Picked up 4 yards, just shy of the 35-yard line. Second down and 6 coming up here for the Blue Devils. Could look like Dakota Safford they got up there on the tackle for Mount Abraham. So nice positive pickup there by Lynch. Looks like there's going to be trips here on the right side for the Blue Devils. Single receiver on the left. That is Domenico. And they're going to keep it on the ground for Lynch. And there's Hollick there once again. Tyson Hollick once again finds himself in the Blue Devil backfield. He's been a holy terror up front there. There's a flag down. Dead ball foul, personal foul on the Blue Devils.
There's a personal foul on the Blue Devils.
So after the play, dead ball. So that's going to move them back 15 more yards. And up to about the 17-yard lines where the ball is going to back to the 17-yard line. So third and a country mile coming up here for the Blue Devils.
22 for the Blue Devils.
So here come the Blue Devils looking to see what they can do on third and long. Two receivers right, two to the left. Kendall takes the snap, back to pass, throws down the left sideline. Seelick with the catch at about the 42-yard line. Gets driven backwards. Mike Seelick with a big catch. Little back shoulder throw and a good job of adjusting in the air by Seelick. Safford was back there defensively for the Eagles. So a nice pass play there from Kendall to Seelick for the Blue Devil first down at around the 41-yard lines where they're going to spot it with 7 minutes to go here before halftime. Trips to the left side this time for the Blue Devils. Kendall takes a snap, back to pass, has pressure, and a couple of the Blue Devil receivers got together with each other there. And it's going to be second down and 10. Next week, we think we've got a couple of games we're hoping on tap for you. We are scheduled on Thursday night to travel to Chatham, New York, where Ichabod Crane Chatham will host Ravenna Queeman Selkirk in a Class B matchup, season finale. And then on, we think, Saturday, it's going to be Granville Whitehall at home against, we believe, the Sir Bills of Johnstown in the first round of the Class C playoffs. Here's Kendall back to pass. He's going to let one go deep down the right sideline and almost intercepted by Dakota Safford. It was D. Domenico, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down and 10. Clock stops, 6:35 to go in the quarter. D. Domenico to the left side, trips over on the right side here for the Blue Devils. Shanholzer back in the backfield now with Kendall on third and 10. And here comes the blitz. Ball is loose, and it's going to be recovered by Mount Abraham, and that's number 65, Shane Russell.
Number 65, Shane Russell.
But even though Russell gets the benefit of the fumble recovery, that was all caused by Chase Wright. Wright came off the right end without a player to even have a chance to get a piece of him and chip him. And just seeing that coming, I think, out of the corner of his eye, and Kendall, I think, took his eye off the football, knowing that blitz was coming, and that's what caused the fumble. And the beneficiary was Shane Russell. So back on offense goes Mount Abe in Blue Devil territory at the 40-yard line. Crary out of the shotgun. Sends Atkins in motion, takes the snap, hands off to Gagnon. Gagnon looking to get outside, gets a block 35-30 to the 25-20 and knocked out of bounds, and then a hit at the very end over there.
By number 42, Gagnon.
Here comes the flag, very late. I thought it was and should have been thrown right away. I don't know why such a late delay on the flag, because he was clearly out of bounds and given himself up before that hit. So that's probably going to add another 15 yards on here for the Eagles, I suspect. Well, they pick up the flag. They didn't have any yardage on there.
Don't know if I agree with that.
Mount Abraham going backwards. We haven't gotten anything from the head referee. Of course, not being down on the field, you don't know what was said, what was done.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Mount Abraham.
So there we go. Unsportsmanlike on Mount Abraham. Personal foul. That's going to push the ball all the way back to the 35-yard line. I don't think you want to do anything to anger Mount Abraham right now at this point. 34-6. First and 10, Eagles. 6:19 to go in the half. Atkins goes in motion. Crary takes the snap. Ball's loose, picked up by Gagnon. Gagnon spins his way down to the 25-yard line.
By number 32, Cole Gagnon.
And that's going to be a first down for the Eagles at the 25-yard line. So even when it goes wrong, it goes right now for Mount Abraham. Two receivers going out to the left side for the Eagles, two to the right. Gagnon in the backfield with Crary. On first down and 10. Crary takes the snap. Going to look to the corner of the end zone. Contact. And it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it out there to Ryan Wright. Nice job there by Torrent Domenico defensively to break it up for Poultney. And it's going to be second down and 10 now from the 25-yard line. Trips to the right side for Mount Abe. A single receiver left. Gagnon in the backfield. And he's going to take the handoff. And a flag down again.
Tracking down the play by number 11, Oliver Shanholzer. There's a flag.
Shanholzer on the tackle for the Blue Devils. Holding on the Eagles is going to be the call.
Loss of 10, replay, second down.
So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. They'll mark it off here. Put it down, it looks like about the 28-yard line. And Mount Abraham is going to take a timeout. 5:24 to go here in the first half. Our score is Mount Abraham 34, Poultney 6. And this afternoon's game brought to you by O'Shea Insurance Agency. Sensible protection, affordable prices. Home, auto, and farm and business, recreational and life insurance, working for your best interest. O'Shea Insurance, 1387 Vermont Route 4A, West Castleton, Vermont. And it's O'Shea Insurance Agency. Glad to have them with us this season. Also, Ravina Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save, your hometown grocery store where community comes first. You can always count on Ravina Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save to support our community's youth, both on and off the field. Stop in today and experience service with heart. Ravina Shop and Save of Ravina, Hoosick Valley Shop and Save of Schaghticoke. So, 5:24 to go before the half, 34-6. Mount Abraham. And second down and about 13 here for the Eagles. Empty backfield here for Crary. Trips on the left side, two receivers right. Crary back to pass. Throws and throws behind Gagnon. And it's going to be third and 13 here. So just a little miscommunication there between Crary and Gagnon on that one. Threw it behind him. So third down and 13 for the Eagles. Ball at about the 29-yard line of Poultney. Once again, they'll have trips on the right side. This time, Gagnon, though, is in the backfield with Crary. And it's a low snap. Gagnon's going to pick it up, and he's got running room outside. Turns the corner, 20, breaks a tackle, 15, 10, 5, and knocked out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
By number 42, called Gagnon. Pushed out of bounds by button number 57, Gagnon.
And you see that quite a bit when a play like that happens. It seems like the defense overruns the play when something like that happens, and it actually, even though it started out with a miscue, ends up oftentimes being a positive play for the offense. Jaden Kelly responsible for pushing Gagnon out of bounds down there, and it's going to be first down and goal from about the 3 here for the Eagles. Two receivers right, two to the left. Gagnon in the backfield with Crary. Atkins goes in motion. Lines up on the right side. They'll hand it off to Gagnon. And he's in the end zone for the touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run for Cole Gagnon. And it comes with 5:05 to go in the half. That makes it 40-6, and they'll line up for the extra point kick from Painter. And the kick from Painter is up and good. And that's going to bring our score now to 41-6 after the kick by Painter. So we are nearing the end of our season here, maybe a couple of weeks to go. Depends on how far our local teams keep going in the playoffs. We know a couple teams we cover are going to be in the playoffs, and that would be Granville Whitehall in the Class C playoffs. They're the number 2 seed as of last night, earning that number 2 seed. And they will play Johnstown unofficially. Johnstown beating Hudson last night to wrap up the 3rd seed. And that game would be normally on a Friday night, but because of Halloween, our understanding is that game will be played on Saturday afternoon at Sam Eppolito Field in Poultney. And we believe it to be the first ever in the modern era, because back in the day, there was not sectional playoffs for football like there is now. So, believed to be the first ever playoff game ever to be played at Eppolito Field in Granville. And looks like it's going to be next Saturday afternoon is the thought. Not official until tomorrow. Here's the kick taken by Lynch at the 15-20. 25. Trying to break free, but will not, and be piled up there by Mount Abraham. Great pursuit there by the Eagles. So the Blue Devils go on offense, 4:57 to go here in the second quarter. 41-6, Mount Abraham. So we'll see if the Blue Devils can get something going here. As they're going to start at about the 25, or right on the 25, not about the 25, on the 25. So first down and 10, Poultney. Trips to the left side this time for the Blue Devils. Kendall out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off on the right side for Shanholzer, and it's stacked up quickly by Mount Abraham. But once again, Poultney staying with it and pushing the pile, and they're going to get a couple of yards out of it.
And then number 11, Oliver Shanholzer, gain 2 on the play for the Blue Devils.
So a 2-yard pickup by Shanholzer is going to bring up second down and 8, and that's the second time that we've seen this Poultney team, and you got to give them a lot of credit, down 41-6, not giving up on a play, getting up there, shoving the pile, and getting the extra yardage. You like to see that on the Poultney sideline. Second down and 8 coming up here for the Blue Devils. Seelick comes out to the left side, as does DiDomenico and King. Shanholzer is in the backfield with Kendall, who will go from the gun, where he's been all afternoon. Hands off for Shanholzer. Nice run. Finds a hole on the left side. Gets across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
6 on the play.
6-yard pickup by Shanholzer. It's going to bring up third and short here for the Blue Devils. A nice run by Shanholzer. So the Blue Devils would like to, with 3:37 to go here in the quarter, get another first down and try not to let Mount Abe get the ball back here to get another crack at it here in the second quarter before halftime. Trips to the right side this time. Looks like Cole Lynch in the backfield this time for the Blue Devils. Keep it on the ground for Lynch. Lynch up to the 35, and again, they move the pile well, and he should have the first down. So it's going to be a first down for Poultney on the nice hard running there by Cole Lynch. Picked up a couple of yards on the play. So some nice work on those 3 downs by the Blue Devils offensive line, getting some room to run for Shanholzer and Lynch. And it's first down and 10. Trips to the right side. Once again, Lynch in the backfield with Kendall. Kendall takes the snap, rolls out to the right, looking, throws. It's intercepted. And tiptoeing his way down the line over there on the far side is Ryan Wright.
Number 5, Ryan Wright.
A very nice interception by Wright.
35-yard line.
And Mount Abe will go back on offense with 2:46 to go in the half. Just well read by Wright and well stepped into to make that catch. And the Blue Devils are going to take a timeout here. And with the timeout, we'll take a timeout with 2:46 to go here in the half. And today's game on MYVT Media Sports brought to you by Hoagland Property Management of Granville, commercial and residential lawn and landscape services, property transformations, and snow removal of Granville, New York. Call 518-222-0018, 518-222-0018 for Hoagland Property Management of Granville, New York. Also, speaking of the Hoaglands, game's also brought to you by Skeen Valley Group, insurance and real estate with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs. 518-948-2928. Skeen Valley Group, insurance and real estate with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. So Mount Abraham comes back on offense. Looks like a new ball carrier in the game behind Crary. And they'll keep it on the ground. And that's number 39, Tanner Heffernan. Nice run by Heffernan. Isaiah Kerber on the tackle for the Blue Devils. Pick up about 5 yards on the play for Heffernan. Brings up second down and 5. Quite a few new faces out here on this drive for the Eagles. Here's Heffernan. Heffernan with a big hole, and he gets hit hard too. Shanholzer, one of the guys there on the tackle.
And number 39, Tanner Heffernan.
Also, Liam Heyer, number 16, was there for the Blue Devils. Big hit by Heyer. Heyer, a freshman for the Blue Devils. Nice tackle, nice hit. New quarterback in the game now. It is not Crary. Heffernan on the carry. Heffernan down inside the 15. Ball comes loose late. Eric Kendall pointing that Poultney has it. No indication from the officials. The new quarterback is number 10, Rhett Lathrop. .121 to go here before halftime. The ball at about the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Second and about 3. Lathrop hands off to Heffernan. Heffernan hit immediately but spins. There's a late flag coming in, thrown by head referee Carlton Laird, as you can see there on your screen. And it's going to be holding on the Eagles.
29, Tanner Heffernan, flag on the play. Holding on 9-8.
That's going to put the ball back at about the 25-yard line. They'll start the clock back up with a minute to go here before halftime. Lathrop with Heffernan behind him. He'll hand to Heffernan. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage. Nice play.
39, Tanner Heffernan.
And it's Braden Schreiber, number 72. And now a late flag at the end of the play. It's going to be a personal foul on the Blue Devils.
It's a personal foul on the Blue Devils.
Personal foul on Poultney after a nice play there by Braden Schreiber. So that's going to result in 15 yards with 39 seconds left here in the half. Are you coming back up? Yeah. I'll tell you when you come back up. I don't want to say it on the. So wind the clock back up. Maybe one more play here.
It is 3rd down and 3 from down 8.
3rd down and 3 for the Eagles. Lathrop takes the snap, hands for Heffernan, and coming in to make the tackle is going to be number 57, Jaden Kelly. Nice play there by Kelly. And that's going to wind the final seconds down here for the half. And that is it. We will go to halftime here at Dean Houghton Field in Poultney. Our score at halftime is Mount Abraham 41 and Poultney 6. And we're going to take a break for about 15 minutes and then come back for the second half of play here on MYVT Media Sports. And welcome back to Dean Houghton Field here in Poultney, Vermont at Poultney High School. NYVT Media Sports wrapping up our triple header weekend of high school football here at Poultney after being in Fairhaven on Thursday night. And now, well, we were in Granville Whitehall last night, and now here in Poultney wrapping up a triple header weekend. So getting ready to get things going here in the third quarter. Mount Abraham with a 41-6 lead. And the Eagles look like they're going to be the 3 seed in the playoffs. They'll finish 7-1 if they hold, well, they're going to hold on to it. It's 41-6, but they'll finish 7-1. And that would put them behind Woodstock and Bellows Falls. Woodstock giving Bellows Falls their first loss last night. So we hope to have more action for you next week. As Granville Whitehall, we know, will be home. Normally they play Friday nights, but because of Halloween, we understand that that game is going to be possibly Saturday, more than likely Saturday, actually. And then we're scheduled to Thursday night be at Chatham for Ichabod Crane Chatham taking on Ravenna Cleveland Selkirk. Just waiting to finalize that. RCS with a big win last night over the Tigers of Cohoes. Led that game 42-0 at halftime. Ended up something like 56 or 58-6. And coupled with Shelmont knocking off Lansingburg, that was a big help also for RCS. So they'll have playoff action, I believe, coming up if they can knock off Ichabod Crane Chatham next week. Kendall's got the ball on the tee. He'll kick it to Mount Abraham here to start the third quarter. It's a line drive kick. It's going to be taken at the 21-yard line. Run right up the middle of the field. Seelick with the tackle. It's Thatcher Leggett on the return. Mike Seelick with the tackle there for the Blue Devils. They'll put the ball down at the 45-yard line, first down and 10. For Mount Abe, I would suspect we'll see a lot of, and we can already tell we are going to, see a lot of the backups here for the Eagles in the second half, as we already did at the end of the second quarter. And on the carry and being stacked up for Mount Abe is Tanner Heffernan. Cole Lynch there on the tackle for the Blue Devils. Isaiah Kerber was there with him as well. And at quarterback now, it's once again Rhett Lathrop, as he took over late in the second quarter. Lost a yard on the play, second down and 11. Two receivers left, one to the right. Lathrop hands off to Heffernan. Heffernan up near midfield. Lynch got a piece of the action again. Shanholzer was there. Also, Gabe Casey was there as well. Number 76, Casey. So the football just shy of the midfield stripe. Pick up a 5. It's going to be third down and 5 here. Pick up about 6, actually. Bring up third and 5. Two receivers left, two to the right here for the Eagles. Lathrop calls the signals, takes the snap, hands off to Heffernan. Heffernan trying to move the pile to get up close to the first down marker.
Gain 4 on the play. Brings the third down in 1.
Looks like it's going to be just a yard short.
72, Braden Schreiber, and number 57.
Braden Schreiber, Jade Kelly, and on the tackle for the Blue Devils. It's going to be fourth down, so the punt unit will come on here for the Eagles. Kendall's going to drop back to receive for Poultney. So here's the punt. They angle it toward the sideline, bounces about the 22-yard line. Going to take a Mount Abe roll, heading down toward the end zone. They're going to call it a touchback.
Almost out. That Mount Abraham bounces end zone for a touchback.
Who was 18?
That's Levi Smith.
Oh, he's listed as 16. So Levi Smith was the punter, listed as 16 on the roster, but he is actually wearing 18. So the Blue Devils go on offense. About 8.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Two receivers out to the left. That's Seelick and D. Domenico. Looks like Kerber and Lynch in the backfield with Eric Kendall out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, tosses for Lynch. Lynch looking to get outside. Ball comes loose. And Mount Abe says they have it, the way their bench is reacting over there.
Recovered by Mount Abraham.
And it is recovered by Mount Abraham. And it looks like Rhett Lathrop that had the recovery. So Mount Abe's going to go back on offense here at the 20-yard line. Receiver comes out wide to the left side. That's Thatcher Leggett. It's like a new ball carrier in the game here for the Eagles. High snap, pulled down by Lathrop. They'll run it on the ground here. And on the carry, that was number 58, Carter Smith. Smith, a freshman for the Eagles. Picked up 3. It'll be second down and 7. Two receivers out to the left, 2 to the right. They'll keep it on the ground once again. Try the left side. And that is Smith again. Kerber, one of the guys there.
Number 15, Carter Smith.
For the Blue Devils.
Tackled by Poultney's number 60, Isaiah Kerber. And number
also, Gabe Casey there as well for Poultney. And it's going to be third down and about 6 coming up here for the Eagles of Mount Abraham. Football at about the 17-yard line. Once again, they'll go with 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Take the snap. Ball comes loose. Still scramble for it. And picking it up is Lathrop. And it's going to be fourth down. Clock running here. Under 6 minutes to go. Kendall on the tackle.
Fourth down
for the Blue Devils. Substitutes coming on here for Poultney. Joey McCurrier, number 69, coming out into the huddle for the Blue Devils. Fourth down here for Mount Abe. And once again, it's a low snap. Here's Cole Lynch. Lynch comes firing through. And it's going to be about a 5-yard, maybe about a 7-yard loss. So nice play there by Cole Lynch. Lynch, the junior. 9 seniors on this Poultney team. Mike Seelick, Eric Kendall, Oliver Shanholzer, Ethan Anderson, who's not dressed today, Jaden Kelly, Isaiah Kerber, Braden Schreiber, and Gabe Casey, all seniors for the Blue Devils. 9 of them out of the 22-man roster. So first down and 10, Blue Devils going back on offense here with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. This is Kerber. Nice run by Kerber up across the 30-yard line to 25 to the 30. So Kerber, normally a lineman, getting to run the ball a couple times here in this ball game, and he's done it effectively. Picked up 7. It's going to be second down and 3. And a timeout on the field. Injured player for Mount Abraham being helped off, and that is their quarterback. So we'll see if they go to a different signal caller here on their next possession. Second down and 3 coming up here. DiDomenico comes out to the left side, Seelick to the right side. Once again, it's Kerber in the backfield. Here's Kerber. Kerber with a big hole on the right side across the 40 to the 45.
Kerber carries for 15.
Isaiah Kerber with a big pickup there for the Blue Devils. What a nice run by Isaiah Kerber. Like we were saying, usually a lineman, but very effective running the football here. So first down and 10 Blue Devils at their own 45-yard line. Seelick comes out to the left side. Another receiver lined up on the right. Lynch and Kerber in the backfield with Kendall. And it's going to be Lynch with Kerber, the lead blocker. He's got the 50, puts his head down, and inside Mount Abraham territory. Nice run there by Lynch. Picked up 8. On the tackle was Lincoln Painter, who's also the kicker here for the Eagles. So it's going to be second down and 2 coming up here for the Blue Devils. Once again, Kerber and Lynch lined up in the backfield. Kendall out of the shotgun. A receiver right, a receiver left. They're going to hand off to Kerber. Kerber started in, pops outside, spins, knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Number 69 on the tackle. And that's Eli Shandubi. And even though the outcome in this contest has been long decided, Isaiah Kerber is going to remember his senior game where he got to play in the backfield. Now here's Cole Lynch. He's going to let it loose down the sideline for Seelick. He's got it at the 10, inside the 10. Poultney having fun right now. Opponent stops, and why not? They're down 41-6. Let's just open up the playbook, throw everything but the kitchen sink in there. And Seelick a little bit shaken up on the play. Trainer coming out to take a look at him, but man, oh man, gotta love it. 41-6 Mount Abe, but Poultney's not going to go down without a fight, and they're going to have some fun while they're doing it. Seelick looks to be all right. More of a helmet issue than it is a Mikey Seelick issue, as the helmet has come apart. Faked handoff. Here comes Kendall out to the left side, looking to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Kendall. So Eric Kendall gets in the end zone with 1:31 to go on a 10-yard touchdown run. It's now 41-12. So Kendall with the touchdown run from 10 yards away. They're looking for a new helmet for Seelick. Comes with 1:31 left in the third. They'll go for two, and it's Kerber, and he's in for the two-point conversion.
Number 16, Isaiah Kerber.
So Isaiah Kerber with the conversion run. 1:31 to go in the third quarter. Our score, Mount Abraham 41 and Poultney 14 after the Cole Lynch to Mike Seelick halfback option play and the conversion run by Isaiah Kerber. And let's go to our sponsors. Today's game brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville. Telescope Casual Furniture manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. A family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture, sponsors of our Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Also by A1 Sewer and Drain, offering residential and commercial drain, sewer, and septic services, serving Rutland and surrounding counties since 1984. Whatever sewer or drain problem is happening in or on your property, they can fix it. A1 Sewer and Drain, 157 Quality Lane in Rutland. So, minute 31 to go in the quarter. Like 41-14 here, third quarter of action. Kendall has the ball on the tee.
Thatcher Leggett. Number 39,
Thatcher Leggett, Tanner Heffernan are back. It's going to be Leggett at the 24 to the 30, 35, spins, and going to be piled up over there on the far sideline. Liam Heyer was one of the guys there.
number 2, by Leggett.
Also there was number
56.
56.
Number 19, number 16.
Heyer was in on that play, as we mentioned. So first down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 35-yard line. Lathrop is back in there at quarterback. And still in at running back is Carter Smith. And they'll hand it off to Smith. No pickup on the play. Maybe two. Looks like two. Second 8.
Shanholzer and number 60, Isaiah Kerber.
Shanholzer and Kerber on the stop for the Blue Devils. Final seconds here of the quarter. Doesn't look like they're going to snap it. Both teams with 6 seconds to go heading to their respective sidelines. And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play here at Dean Houghton Field in Poultney. Our score at the end of 3, Mount Abraham 41 and Poultney 14 here on MYVT Media Sports. And today's game brought to you by York Coachworks. It's unfortunate when accidents happen. York Coachworks offers quality auto body and collision repairs for trucks, cars, boats, and RVs. They work for your insurance company. Quality service since 1978. 1075 Vermont Route 30 in Poultney, Vermont. That's York Coachworks. Also by Michelle Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets. Delicious sweet treats. Cinnamon buns, cupcakes, cookies, pies, and tarts, brownies, scones, Pop-Tarts, wedding cakes, cakes and special orders. Please order in advance. Michelle Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets, 596 Main Street, Castleton, Vermont. Of course, we couldn't do what we do without all our great sponsors here on MYVT Media Sports. It's like So we go to the fourth quarter. Trying to find Mikey Sealick a helmet here. Some being tossed down from the equipment room up here. And new quarterback in the game for Mount Abe. That's number 88, Jackson Sias.
By number 88, Jackson Sias.
Sias gets it up across the 40 to the 41-yard line. And Ari Lapine on the tackle. And Isaiah Kerber in there as well. So it's going to be third down and about 4 coming up here for Mount Abe. So Sias, the new quarterback, freshman, brings him up to the line. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap, hands off. It's Heffernan and Kendall with the big hit for the Blue Devils on Heffernan. And the Mount Abe players take an exception to the way that he picked him up and slammed him down. And you got to like that, in my opinion, both ways. You like that Kendall's still playing hard, a 41-14 game, and made the big hit. And you like that the Mount Abe guys came to the defense of their teammate. Fourth and about 2 coming up here. Still searching for a helmet up here for Sealick. And they're going to stop them. And it looks like short. And we got extracurricular activity at the end here. And it looks like the officials got it all settled. Things getting chippy here in this fourth quarter. And it's going to be first down for the Blue Devils, I believe, although it's not showing that on the chains right now. There we go. And the clock getting wound up. So it's going to be first and 10 for the Blue Devils at the 44-yard line. After the nice stop on fourth down. So we'll see if the Blue Devils can put some more points on the board here with a score of 41-14. Give their seniors something to remember again and tighten this up a little bit. Kendall's going to hand it off to Kerber. Kerber, 35, 30 down the sideline, 25, 20. Knocked out of bounds over on the far sideline. What another nice run there by Kerber. Big run from Isaiah Kerber. Down across the 20 to about the 16 or 17-yard line. Cole Lynch coming off. Shanholzer back into the huddle. First down and 10. Blue Devils down inside the 20-yard line. Keegan King out to the right side. Here's a toss to Kerber. This time he's going to be hit immediately. Spins away. But a big stick right there. And that was number 88, Jackson Sias, on the hit for Mount Abraham. Loss of a couple of yards on the play. Going to bring up second down and 12 for the Blue Devils here. 8:20 to go in the ball game. Two receivers going out to the left. Kendall takes a snap, rolls out, looking, throws toward the corner of the end zone, and out of bounds, incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for number 84, Lucas Cole.
Lucas Cole, number 84, was the intended receiver. So it's going to be third down and about 12 here for the Blue Devils, back around the 19-yard line. The Mount Abe 19. Eagles with the 41-14 lead as we're coming up on the midway point of the fourth quarter here on Senior Day at Dean Houghton Field. Here's Kendall, takes a snap, hands off inside, Shanholzer. And he's going to get down to about the 15-yard line, picks up about 4. The initial hit was by
play. It would be enough. Fourth down to the Blue Devils.
number 7 there for Mount Abe. So it's going to be 4th and about 7 coming up here for the Blue Devils at the 15-yard line of Mount Abe. Mount Abe will head to the playoffs next week. Poultney was looking for some sort of a crossover game to play next weekend, according to their athletic director, Mark Dudzak. Here's Kendall. Hands off to Shanholzer, and they've got him short of the first down, and that was number 74 on the tackle there. Caleb Stearns on the tackle. So Mount Abe is going to take over on downs. We're coming up on 6 minutes to go here in this final quarter. Been noticing that all game. Was going to mention it. Got a guy over there painting his house. No knowledge of the football game is going on behind him. Very focused on the task at hand. Football game? What football game? Right. And ball comes loose, and it looks like the Blue Devils have it. They do at the 10-yard line. Joey McCarrier
number 69
with the recovery. So nice recovery for the Blue Devils. They're going to go back on offense coming up on 5 minutes to play. So we'll see if the Blue Devils can, for their seniors here, punch one more in. First down for the Blue Devils. Kendall out of the shotgun. Going to ride the read option down the line for Kerber. And Kerber, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 60, Zach Kerber with a 10-yard run.
That's a 10-yard touchdown run by Kerber. And as I said, Kerber is going to have, despite the loss, nice memories here of his senior game as he moved from normally lineman to a ball carrier, and he's run the ball well. 4:46 to go in the game. They're going to go for the conversion. It's 41-20. And they'll keep it on the ground for Lynch. And he did not quite get there. Nonetheless, 10-yard touchdown run from Isaiah Kerber for the Blue Devils. And it brings the score now with 4:46 to go in the game to 41-20 here at Dean Houghton Field. And, of course, we have great sponsors to help bring the action your way every week here, such as Michelle Sweet. There we go. Eric right on top of it. Michelle Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets. Delicious sweets, cinnamon buns, cupcakes, cookies, pies, tarts, brownies, scones, Pop-Tarts, wedding cakes. Cakes and special orders, please order in advance. Michelle Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets, 596 Main Street, Castleton, Vermont. Also, the O'Shea Insurance Agency with sensible protection affordable prices, home, auto, farm, and business, recreation, and life insurance, working for your best interests. That's O'Shea Insurance Company, 1387 Vermont Route 4A, West Castleton. And ball on the tee. Blue Devils getting ready to kick it back here. And you got to be real pleased that this, if you're the coaching staff, the Blue Devils have continued to battle here in this ball game. Down 41-6 at the half. They've shut out Mount Abe here in the second half. And they've got Prairie and Gagnon back in here, but it's going to be taken by one of the short men for Mount Abe. And he's looking to break free, 50-45. And that was Chase Rice.
To the Poultney 47-yard line. Tackle on the play made by number 69, Joey McClure.
It was Joey McClure, number 69, on the tackle for Poultney. And so Mount Abe with 4:16 to go and the clock running will go on offense here. Hi, sweetie, I got a call. And they'll take the ball at the 46-yard line. And still in there at quarterback is Sias. Sias takes the snap, keeps it on the ground for Heffernan, and he's going to be gobbled up by Gabe Casey. Nice job there by Casey.
Number 76, Casey.
That's going to be a loss of 2 yards, bring up second down and 12. Tucker Casey going out into the huddle here for the Blue Devils. And it's going to be second down and 12 for Mount Abe. Sias takes the snap, hands off for Heffernan, and he's going to be taken down over on the far side for maybe a yard or two gain.
Heffernan, moving on the play, tackle made by number 16.
There's Isaiah Kerber over there. As I said, Kerber is going to play his last senior day game here, and he's going to remember it. He's got a touchdown. He's got a conversion run. He's probably run for 70 or so yards. He's going to come off now to the sideline. What an outstanding job by him today. 3rd and 11 here. 2.5 to go in the ball game. Sias out of the shotgun, hands off for Heffernan. And Heffernan gets across the 45. Looked like it was McClure once again there. And it was Joey McClure on the tackle. McClure, a junior, has had some nice defensive plays here. 4th down and about 6 coming up here for Mount Abraham. Sun bursting out beautifully here in the later part of this game. We get down under 2 minutes to play here. Sias takes the snap, hands off. Heffernan, they've got him behind the line of scrimmage. Chasing him down from behind was Tucker Casey.
By number 50.
Also Landon Gibbs, 55 there as well. And so, nice stop there
Tucker Casey
by the Blue Devils. They'll take over on downs here and run a couple of snaps with just over a minute to play. Ball's going to be at the 45-yard line. So they come up to the line of scrimmage here. Probably one more play, and that'll probably be it. Kendall takes the snap, It's going to hand the ball off to Shanholzer, looking to get outside, runs over a would-be tackler and gets hauled down inside the 40-yard line. On the tackle, that's Thatcher Leggett. Blue Devils might have a chance to run one more here. They've been reaching into the bag of tricks here at the later part of this game, so who knows what they might try here on this play.
Everyone still has their timeouts for this.
Three receivers to the left. Now in motion goes Seelick. They're going to hand off to Seelick, and he's going to be hit immediately and yanked down by number 58, Carter Smith. And that's going to be the ball game. Time has expired on this one. So Mount Abraham is going to come away with the 41-20 win here on Senior Day in Poultney. The Eagles will head to the playoffs as I believe the third seed, as they will finish the season 7-1, and Poultney wraps up the season 0-8. We'd like to thank our sponsors who brought the game your way today. Telescope Casual Furniture, sponsors of the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. Also, Hoagland Property Management, Skeene Valley Agency, Indulge Pizza, Lake Champlain Coal Company, Ravina and Hoosick Valley Shop and Saves. Also, A1 Sewer and Drain, York Coachworks of Poultney, Michelle's Sweet Creations and Bakery and Sweets of Castleton, and the O'Shea Insurance Agency of Castleton. And also, we'd like to announce that our Lake Champlain Coal Company player of the game is number 32 from Mount Abraham, Cole Gagnon. He had 186 yards rushing in the first half for the Eagles, and that was just rushing yards. He also had a big kick return as well, and found the end zone a couple of times as well. So he had a 59-yard run in there. So a big day rushing the football for Cole Gagnon. And he is our Lake Champlain Coal Company player of the game. I'm going to go down and talk with him right now. And we'd like to thank everybody here, Mark Dunsack, the athletic director, and everybody here at Poultney for their accommodating nature with us. And the 3 times we've been here this year, we really appreciate them letting us come in here. For Eric Picar, I'm Keith Harrington saying so long from Dean Houghton Field in Poultney. Enjoy the rest of your day.